So I'm off for the day, and I figured what better way to do a day in the life of a gardener than to do it on a day off. So I'm bringing you along. I'm going to show you what my plans are for today. It's about 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit today. It's gorgeous weather. I've got some weeds to pull, some garden beds to clean up, and things to get planted out. So I'm really excited. Come on, and I'll show you what I do. First things first, I always put on sunscreen. This sunscreen, Super Goop, oh my word. I have literally fallen in love with this. It feels like you have nothing on your skin. And if you wear sunscreen enough, you actually know that feeling, and it's a horrible feeling. Also, if you're like me and you forget to take your sunscreen off some nights, I just forget, okay? This is not going to break you out. No pimples. So it's amazing. Not really worried about my forehead today because I'm going to put on a hat, but normally I would. When I tell you, don't forget your neck either. It's one of the softest, clearest. I mean, clearly, it is not a white cast. I love it because it makes me feel really moisturized, and I have really dry skin. So to feel moisturized while also not feeling like I have sunscreen on my face is a huge plus. I also will go for my chest because I don't really want extra wrinkles. I'm gonna get wrinkles, but I try to prevent as many as I can. And that's okay. We're allowed to do that. I'm a very pale girly, so getting burnt is not that hard. I already hit go on my coffee, so I'm all ready. But I love using protein shakes for my creamer. No sugar, you get protein, and it actually tastes like a creamer. It's seriously really good. So for our agenda today, I'm gonna plan to weed the front first because it gets sunny later in the afternoon over there. So I'm gonna go out this AM and get that tackled. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my water. The dogs are gonna patrol the perimeter. And then I'm also gonna hopefully get some zinnias, cosmos, and nasturtium planted. I shorten the name nasturtium to nasty. I usually call them nasty girls. Anyways, so those are my plans for today. I may do some other things. It really just depends on how I feel. I also have a tattoo appointment today for my birthday. So we are doing just fine in the greenhouse. We are getting ready for our spring plant sale. There are a few things that have either gotten too hot, I've been too busy to deal with, and that happens. So don't feel like failing in the garden if you're losing plants that's bad. It's okay to lose plants. I mean, look, perfect example. I've got a few that are struggling over in here. That's okay. Got a few up there. In case you're wondering, it is 69, almost 70 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got almost 80% humidity, and it's about 60, 63 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So it's basically the same. So you can see right in here, I've had some tulips blooming. I've got a little cilantro that's popped up from last fall. I planted in here. And then I've got lots of weeds. Well, not weeds. Like this is henbit. This is a great medicinal wildflower. It's not blooming right now, but it's about to. So I'm actually not gonna leave it, and I'll tell you why. If I didn't have any in my yard, I would leave it, but I have plenty in my yard. So we're gonna say bye because I have limited garden space. But I've got a lot of different wildflowers and random stuff in here. If you've been around a long time, you've known that this garden section, I've been working on it for a couple years now, and the soil is incredible. I mean, this used to be straight clay, and if I dug down several inches, it's healthy. It's got different layerings in it. There is some clay in it, but now it's got organic matter in it. We've got leaves, we've got mulch, we've got compost, plant matter. So I'm really happy with how this has turned out. That's something about starting a garden, or any type of in-ground garden rather. You really have to just be patient with the soil. It's not an overnight process. Sure, you can make it look pretty with some compost and some mulch on top, but it's really not gonna do anything to the soil health until you incorporate over a longer period of time. It's just allowing all that good stuff to build up, like microbes. You want that. Mycorrhizae, you want that. So just keep those in mind. All I'm doing is pulling up some weeds that I can see. I'm trying to be mindful. This is the time where I have to be careful when I'm weeding because I need to be mindful. Okay, is it a weed or is it a seed? And it's especially important because it's springtime and literally everything could be a little baby seedling. To give you a little bit of a tour, here is a bunch of cilantro right in here. This was all from last year. I just scattered the seeds in this section. These are some daffodils. Then I've got some sage in here. I'm trying some cabbage right next to the cilantro and the sage to companion plant, hopefully to curb any bad pests. And then we have the second year of dianthus. Second year biennial flower. Biennial just means it's got 2-year lifespan. So in the second year, it'll bloom again, just like it did in the first year. But in the second year, it's also going to seed after that bloom. So it'll be a great opportunity to grab some dianthus seed. So for this section right in here, I've had this phlox, this pink kind of carpet. They're so beautiful. They're such a gorgeous flower. They come back year after year, really, no matter if we've got a freeze or not. Again, I'm zone 8A. We did get really, really cold this year. So it wasn't for extended periods of time, but I don't know what the range for phlox could be, but seriously, when I tell you, I'm really thinking that these might be something, but I really just don't know. I need to take a photo, but I just don't remember them being this heavy in here. Either way, I'm going to clean this up, even if it is a plant. It's getting a little unruly. That actually tells me it's more so not something I planted. I do have another cabbage in here, and supposedly there's some bee balm in here, but who knows if it did okay. For some reason, bee balm has been kind of finicky with me in my yard. I don't know if it was just the season last year, though. When it comes to weeding, I know a lot of people really don't enjoy it. And you can create a garden that you don't need to weed. You can mulch a lot heavier. You can really fill in. You can limit your spaces. But for me personally, weeding is a part of my garden journey that allows me to see, especially in the spring, what seeds are popping up that I planted just in the fall and winter. Also, it has a really positive impact on my mental health. And that's because I'm out in nature. My hands are in the soil. All right, so if you're curious, this is the bed I'm working on. And my whole plan is just to get all these weeds out of this area because I've got quite a bit. I need to harvest the collards. I got some turkey necks, so I'm gonna cook those today, probably after I come back from my tattoo. And then next, goodness, if you look to the left against the house, that is a garden bed, and it's just weeds currently. I feel like I'm done for the garden part of the day. I got a couple things off my checklist, and so I wanted to give you a little view of what it's looking like out here. I feel like it is just a complete 180. Weeding does so much, and you really don't have to stress about getting it all out. I used to really stress about getting it all out, like all the roots and stuff and all the green bits, but I'm gonna go get some free mulch at the county dump yard where they keep some mulch, and that'll keep a lot of those weeds down. So here's that garden bed with lots of cilantro. I ended up getting all the weeds out, and these two little pots right here I got all my tulips out of. There's alliums coming up now. I was able to clean up these collards some, and I'm really happy because my baptisia, I'll show you on the other side, it came back, and I'm really pleased with that. We've got some peonies and then some more cilantro. My crocus is already bloomed, so here's all my tulips if you're wondering. I did clean up a little bit in this bed. I really just got rid of the Eryngium, or if you know it by the rattlesnake master. If you don't know, this is such a fun native plant. Kids would love it. It blooms all season long as soon as it warms up. Pollinators love it. It's just so unique. So this is what we're looking like. And if we walk over here, I am trying to downsize a little bit. Like some of these pots, like I'm not going to keep that pot. I'll give it to some friends. But as soon as I harvest that garlic, I just feel like I want the grow bag look and the raised beds. So they're not going to go to waste, but like these two I'll eventually get rid of as well. And then just kind of go with that. So over here, I did see some echinacea coming up, coneflower. Again, some peonies. My swamp milkweed is right in here. I haven't seen any shoots yet. This is the peony. This is the cilantro. I really need to pinch this so it won't go to seed. And I need to do the same here. Oh my gosh, cilantro has such a unique memory for me, like both good and bad. You know how memories can be. Look at this. I think it's gonna bloom. I could cry. Look at that. Look at that. This is my Baptisia I got from Plant Delights, the nursery in Garner, North Carolina. It was there for years, and I never knew that nursery was there. Definitely check it out if you're near Raleigh. It's an amazing experience, and they sell plants too. So all those pointy green shoots in the back, those are irises. They're bearded irises. They're purple and some white. So those are doing well. Those little green shoots in the back, that is a salvia variety. It's like a blue, like electric blue. It's so fun. Pollinators love, especially the hummingbirds. So I got this all cleaned up, and you know, a garden is always a work in progress. Thanks for watching and seeing what I'm up to in my garden. I'm so excited for this season, but I'm also kind of scared because it's getting so warm so early. It's not even April 1st and the bearded irises are blooming, and if that tells you anything, that tells you a lot. The tulips are already done. So anyways, if you want, follow my journey here on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, and I will see y'all next time.